Hello my darlings, this is Maja broadcasting from the UK and it is already Saturday. I know I didn't manage to do this video earlier, I know. I'm sorry to have disappointed you. Well, anyway, we're here today and let's get going. And we're going to have lots of barking today. So let's just try to ignore all the noise, shall we? And off we go. I can't believe... Oh, I've forgotten what I'm using. I'm using Lather, as in the pack, not the tube. Okay, let me just show you. I've got it here in a different bottle, and I've been using quite a lot, as you can see. Look, been scraping it and scraping it. Look, there's not that much left. Well, there is a lot left, but you know what I mean. It was double the thickness, so I'm halfway. So that's Lather, and this is the Yaqi Timberwolf. And I don't know what's going on here. I have not organized myself properly today. Or I have and I haven't. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's try and get this sorted, Maja. Oh, this is such a wonderful soap. I just love getting reacquainted with this. I don't use it that often. Why? Because I have so many others with more spectacular scents that I want to get through. But this is such a fabulous soap. And to tell you the truth, as if I ever lie, is that I think this is one of my top 10, even though it's not an artisan soap, even though it is a cheap soap, but it just performs. It smells nice. It performs with whatever water you have, soft, hard, cold, hot, with whatever brush you have, synthetic, cheap, expensive, badger, boar, anything. No, I'm looking for my razor. That's why I'm talking so much. Here we go. I couldn't see it. It's the black Yintal. Okay, we're using the black Yintal today, and I have it on a 3 out of 7. No, out of, actually the max is more like an 8 and a 9. So I've got it on a 3 because it's not that many days that I've done my shave. And in it I have Gillette Winner, and it's on its 4th use today. So, oh God, let me see if I can adjust this down a tiny bit without it falling. Okay, here we go. And it's got a relatively good post-shave feel. Obviously, because it's not an artisan, it hasn't got all the top-notch emu oil and shea butter and all the top-notch ingredients in it. You will need a moisturizer after, especially if you have dry skin. But otherwise, you just cannot fault this soap at all. It's pleasing, I think, to everybody's nose. And what more do you really want? It's very economic. You don't need a lot of it. I've had this now for nearly 2 years. You don't need when I say economic, you don't need a lot to get a really lots of lather from it. And it keeps and keeps. I mean, before I had it, this was an Oh look, what was in here before? Oh, I think this was, yes, this was a coconut oil based one, and that's the English Erasmic was in here before, which I've used up. And before that it was just in a cup here in the bathroom, not even with a lid on or anything, the soap I'm talking about. And it hasn't lost its scent. It's cracked a bit because it dried out a bit more than it would have if I would have had it in a bowl or something with the lid on. But it's fabulous. I mean, I would almost call the layer the Spanish palm olive. So up in the north you might have more the La Toja, and down in the south of Spain it's the layer. So there you go. Although look, I'm doing it the wrong way around. I'm doing against the grain today first. Oh well. I'm doing it all upside down and skew if today. Who cares? And people keep asking me about the Yintal and say it's such a cheap razor as well. But I must tell you, this, I'm trying to think. Not that I don't want to tell you porkies. This was the second adjustable I bought. Yes. It is the second adjustable I bought, and after the Merkur, which was my second ever razor. So, but I'm not sure whether I had a different DE razor between buying the Merkur and buying this, or whether this was then my third razor. I cannot remember. Either way. What I'm trying to say is, none of the coating is gone. Okay, this is now soap. It's a bit dull because of the soap. But once it's cleaned up and washed, it will be black and it's working. The little notches are working perfectly. There's not been a fault with this at all. And I think there are different kinds of Yintals. You've got to look at the make. This is the brass one, or the heavy one. Is it described as brass? I'm not sure, but when you look at it, you'll notice the different kind of materials. This is the heaviest of the lot, the sturdiest of the lot, and it has been working wonderfully, has not disappointed at all. This has a tiny bit of menthol in, I'm sure, because it feels so fresh. There's something in here, but not that it stings. And I have sensitive skin, so also enough for, it's okay for sensitive skin, this soap. And yeah, I know I'm waffling a bit today. I know, I'm aware. Glasses. What else can I tell you? Let's stop talking about this. The winner blade, just quickly to finish off. The winner blade has been actually surprising. Gillette's, I found, are very good blades, full stop. No matter what country they come from, they've been good. But this one, I don't know, it has sort of, when you look at the front, it has a smack of cheap about it. This is what it looks like inside. So I don't know how else to put it. It sounds horrible, but I don't mean it in a horrible way. It just looks, you know, it looks typical Indian market, if you like. I'm not dissing their markets. Their markets are wonderful, by the way. The open door markets they have are fabulous. I love them. But, you know, it has that sort of feel. It doesn't have the, how shall I say, the Taylor of Old Bond Street feel about it. Okay. And oh dear, when I say oh dear was I've got so much lather left here. I just wanted to show you again the Timberwolf in case you are not familiar with the Timberwolf. I think I featured it on the Yaqi brushes, I'm not sure, but here you go. This is the Timberwolf with this fabulous grey and black tuxedo knot. It is almost a I don't know what they describe it as, but either way, it acts like a tuxedo knot. And look at, I'm using my Suribatchi bowl today. Look how much lather I still have in this. And I've just taken a whole brush full off into my little bowl here for keeps. And this is at least, oh man, this is going to go. I've still got soap in the bottom that I didn't even whiz up. So that's at least another 3 passes I can get out of this. And I only used just about a gram of soap. So let's talk about something else right now. I'm using today the Humphreys melon and cucumber. And remember last time I put, I think was it 10 drops of TeaTree in there? I think it was 10 drops of TeaTree oil as well, because the melon was way too sweet for me. I didn't like the flavour. And that's just toned it down. So I get more cucumber and TeaTree. It tends to pick up the cucumber more, which I prefer, not so sweet. Right, that's the, did I say Humphreys? I don't know. I think I've lost the plot, guys. It's just to the end of November, nearing December, and I've lost the plot with all the stuff I'm trying to do, just so that I can have December a bit more rest. Right, I've got Aloe lotion. This does contain lanolin. Oh wait, every time I do the same mistake, so what I'll do is I'll shake it this time. Because if it stands there for a while and doesn't get used every day, then the lanolin can separate a little bit in warm conditions, and a bathroom is a warm place. So let's just shake that up. And I've taken a little bit out. Doesn't look like a little bit, I know, but it is. The other day we had frost. The first day of frost, we had 2 days of frost. And I must tell you, I went over to the nature reserve fields we have close by here. And the dogs, they enjoyed themselves so much in the frost. They really love the frost. And I met a lady with a young dog. Oh, and it was playing so nicely. It had so much joy. Okay, I'm using today Floris JF, and the scent of this is citrus and woody with bergamot, coriander, green herbal, lemon, lime, mandarin, cypress, juniper, petit grain, amber, cedarwood, moss and musk. Right, as the layer is very neutral, you can do whatever you like with the scent. Oh, as I say, you have to pump quite a bit with these until it finally comes. That's the only downside with these. Or I lose patience and I'll take the thing out. I think, Floris, if you're watching my videos, you can do better on these samples. Just get a little filling with a stick in them like that you used to have, you know, or like other people have. Simple. So I've opened it now. There we go. That's quicker. Oh, this is a lovely scent. It is very light, but yet with some sophistication. Now I'm just putting the lid back on. With a lot of sophistication. There we go. There. I like the scent. It's not normally my scent profile I'd go for, but it is very nice indeed. This reminds me of something, but I can't remember what it reminds me of. I've smelled a similar scent before. Not from the same thing, obviously. I'm not talking about the last time I used this. And I still can't remember. Anyway, I am loving you and leaving you today and catching up with the last of the week shave tomorrow. Because as you know, next week's another 3 different scents. So loving you and leaving you, and I'm already, have I got toothpaste around my mouth? No, I thought I had toothpaste around. Anyway, there you go. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Missing you.